The Conjuring of Zoth-Avarex. Written by K.R.R. Lockhaven. Narrated by J. Spaulding. To Dad, who encouraged my fascination with all things fantasy and sci-fi. To Mom, who nurtured my silly sense of humor. To both of you, for the unwavering love and support. The site. The sun couldn't have possibly cared less that its light was scattered into wondrous brushstrokes of oranges and violets across the heavens. It didn't give a flaming shit if a deep, fiery crimson along the horizon made chests swell at its splendor. Indifferent to the majesty of its radiant brilliance, which spoke of a vast infinity of possibilities, it continued to carelessly produce heat and light through nuclear fission. It didn't give a floating fuck whether or not the glory of its rising made anyone come to believe that magic was real, or that life was, in fact, beautiful and worth living. Harris Reed, unmindful of the sun's apathy, was thoroughly impressed by the lovely sunrise as he headed to his first day at his new job. Harris knew, for a fact, that magic was real. He was headed to the site. The gravel road he had been instructed to take meandered through a still forest and up a gentle incline. He drove his barely running car with a song in his heart and a whistle on his lips, bursting with excitement at the prospect of finally arriving. Even though Harris had spent the whole last year in basic magical training at a super-secret school, his arrival at the site somehow cemented the idea that there was an actual magical world out there. The pure wonder of his youth was manifesting as something real, something tangible. Harris thought back to all those hours, days, the entirety of his childhood, spent imagining impossible things and holding on to the idea that there was the slightest chance that they could become real. He thought back to page-turning nights, powering through fantasy books, wishing that life could really be like what he was reading. And now, in a way, it was. With his window down and fingers tapping the exterior of his door, Harris breathed in the fresh...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?